much hay has been made over the years about Uber's essentially taking a loss on certain rides to drive demand, subsidizing drivers, subsidizing riders, et cetera, building a marketplace. When does intelligent subsidy go from marketing effort to, oh my gosh, you're just torching capital? Like, how do you, as a founder, feel the difference? Does the customer
come back a second or third time, or are they just there for the free pizza? So in the world of 2-for-1, my dad would never, I was like, Dad, I see all these places doing 2-for-1 entrees and we're not busy at 5:30. We get really busy at 6:30, 7:30. He's like, yeah, those people will come in. They will eat 3 loaves of bread, put 2 loaves of bread in their pocket, steal the silverware, and they'll complain and they'll send their food back. And their coupon, there was a term for them that was derogatory, but like coupon a-holes, basically. Sweepstakes jerks kind of thing. Those 2-for-1ers is what kind of Groupon eventually became. And yeah. I recognized that with Groupon because there were all these stories that Groupon killed my business. People who had small businesses that were destined to fail would then be like, I need to get more customers. I'm scared. It's my whole life is riding on this yoga studio, this cafe. So they would do something where they lose money, to your point.
Yeah.
Hey, buy a cup of coffee, get a cup of coffee free. Buy a croissant, get a cup of coffee free, whatever it was. They would construct the deal that they would lose money, and then they would sell 100 of them. So now they'd be losing $2 times 100. They would lose $200 when they were trying to make $200 to make their rent, and it would be a debt spiral.
Yes.
If the customer... So what you're looking at is cohort analysis. Are these customers going to stick around? What's their lifetime value in the cohort? So you have to make sure on the Tuesday, when you said we have yoga and you can come to this class for $5 instead of 20, you track that cohort. Do any of them come back? And is there any damage to the studio? And do they write bad reviews on Yelp? Or do they help? And it turned out they would like write bad reviews. So you get these cheap people who'd write bad reviews. You'd be like working against your business. That's how you do it. Cohort analysis. Great question.
Talking about this made me think of this chart from the Chime S1 filing. And what this shows is new cohorts of customers based on, I think it's year and then quarters since first active. And what they're trying to show here, if you're listening to the audio version, is essentially that their newer cohorts are having greater product attachments. So they're using more of Chime's products over time. But this is another way to take a look at cohorts and how profitable they might be. Because Jason, if they're having a higher attach rate, you can spend more, I presume, on customer acquisition because each customer's LTV, long-term value, lifetime value is going up.
Yeah, this chart is great. If you just take a moment and look at it, the X and Y axes are the number. X is the one that goes up and Y is the one that goes across?
X goes horizontal, Y goes vertical.
Okay, so the Y is the number of products used each month. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then the quarter since first active goes from 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. So up to 36 quarters, which is 9 years. It's a lot of years. And what you see is the oldest folks from Q1 of 2016 is the white line. And it took them years to get to 2. Well, they started at 2 products or so. Took them years to get to 3. Like literally took them 16 quarters, 4 years to get to 3 on average. But then you look at the people who have been using it for 0, 1, or 2, or 3, 4 quarters, even 4 quarters, which is a year, they're getting out of the gate to 3 products. They're using 3 products in year 1, and then now you're starting to see people get to 4 products in year 2. What this means is they're not unsubscribing. They're not going to churn. And their efficiency in explaining their product and getting people to try the product and get value from it is going up. What that means is the quality of the revenue here and the quality of the startup and the management team is extremely high for Chime.